Welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing another dinner recipe which funnily enough is vegan. Today I'm going to be making some vegan black bean tacos instead of using normal taco shells, we are going to be using taco boats. I have made this recipe before and it is inspired by something I made way back in Veganuary, and it was in my What I Eat in a Week and it was so delicious, and I've put a bit of a twist on it and used some different meat alternatives that I like, and I hope you guys enjoy this recipe as much as I do. Let's get onto the video. The ingredients that you are going to need for this recipe are sorted out into three different sections. The meat section, which contains a variation of beans and vegetables, something that you would normally have in your taco filling. The next part is the spice mix, which is just a variation of spices that I make into this little seasoning sauce. And finally there is a topping which does only a couple things. So for the taco filling you are going to need peppers, black beans or kidney beans, sweet corn, and a tin of chopped tomatoes. And finally we are going to need some onions. For the next area, which is the spice mixture, you are going to need ground cumin, soy sauce, apple cider vinegar, ground chilli flakes, paprika and some garlic granules, tomato puree and a lime. And finally for the assembly you are going to need your taco shells or taco boats. These are the ones I use. Some guacamole. I will link how I made this in the description below because it's super simple. I don't put any tomatoes or onions in this, but if you guys like, chop those roughly and put those in. And finally you are going to need some nutritional yeast. You can also use cheese if you like, and if you are not making this vegan you can use normal cheese, but there's also a lot of vegan cheese alternatives out there. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is just cut up all your vegetables. Starting off with your onion, you just want to thinly slice that so that you get those nice kind of thin streaks that you can easily fry up. The only reason that we're not roughly chopping it is so that it kind of looks a little bit prettier in our tacos. Now I'm going to do the peppers. You just need to thinly slice these. I don't usually cut them too thin because I do like the crispiness to stay on even when I do cook them for a little while, and this is the most practical way that I do my peppers. You can do them however you want, but this is how I recommend doing them. Let's move on to the hob. The next thing you're going to want to do is put some oil in a pan and chuck all of your vegetables in, starting off with the onions. You just want to crisp those up a little bit because they take a tiny bit longer to cook. Don't mind the other pan in the background, that is just me making my brother's dinner. Next, add your peppers in and mix those up. This recipe is very similar to my enchilada recipe, so if you guys want a slightly different version of this one, or you don't really like tacos, why don't you give that one a try because it is very, very nice, just as this one is. The next thing you're going to want to do is make your sauce. I'll link all the exact measurements in the description below, as I always do, because I will never manage to remember everything. So make sure you just have a quick skim of the ingredients so that you know what you're putting in your tacos. This recipe is very, very simple and literally anyone can make it. Next, you're going to want to add in your beans, your tinned tomato and your sweet corn and mix that in. And then just leave that to cook for a little bit while the peppers cook. And then add your taco seasoning in. You could always use ready-made, but I just prefer to use my homemade one because it tastes really, really good and makes it more flavoursome. Now you're going to want to just assemble your tacos, add in the filling we just made. Then on top some guacamole. Again, I'll show you how to make this in the description. It is very, very simple. And finally, just sprinkle some of your nutritional yeast flakes on top. And that is your tacos done.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to leave a like down below and comment on what other recipes you want next, because I'm always interested to know what you guys want to see on my channel. If you want to see more content like this, please make sure to also subscribe to support the big community that we are now growing. I can't believe we are almost at 100 subscribers, and I'm so thankful for everyone who has pressed that button. These tacos are honestly so nice, and you can't really tell that they're vegan because of the lovely seasoning that you make. It literally tastes exactly like a normal taco, just without that meaty kind of texture. I honestly prefer this to a normal taco any day because it is so delicious. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye!